I was planning to make this video today anyway, and a comment from a YouTube viewer actually fits quite well with what I'm about to talk about. I did redact his name because I'm not into doxing people, and that's really not what this is about. The comment made under my Resistance 2020 video perfectly shows the kind of negativity that if we carry around, the universe is going to give it back to us because the universe thinks that's what we want. The law of attraction is simple. Whatever we put out, the universe matches it and gives it back. So basically, if we go around thinking that only other people are creating problems in our life and not letting it go through love from our hearts, we will attract the very thing that we hate because we keep focusing on it in a negative way. And that is how the law of attraction works. And that is what happened to me in my life. I walked around being so bitter and angry, and guess what? That's what the universe gave me, angry people to hurt me. As I go on and tell more about my story, you'll see how the law of attraction worked in my life in a very, very negative way, and how I got out of it. Now let me be clear. I am not saying that all of these things aren't happening in our country, in the USA. They are happening. But it's going to be up to everybody to raise their vibration to be more positive, to get everything to stop. And isn't that what everybody wants? To boil this down to the simplest terms, to change your life in order to be more positive experience, you need to think in a positive way, act only in positive ways, and come from love in all that you do. The universe will match that vibration and bring you what you want in life. There's a great YouTuber, Aaron Doherty, who I will link at the bottom of this in the description. He has a fantastic chart. The chart is all about how our emotions affect our vibrations. And it's very true. And how you raise your vibration is number one, not getting polarized into politics, religions, any arguments like that. Okay, because that takes you down to the bottom where you're feeling like anger and resentment and grr. Um, and consciously making a choice to live with love, make choices with love. Like, see these people screaming in the drive-through at people just doing their jobs. And I think every time I see a video of that, well, it reminds me of the time I actually witnessed this as behind somebody in the drive-through. But these people who are screaming and yelling, they're not coming from their heart. They're not coming from love and not considering another person. And the law of attraction sees that and brings those people just more of what they're putting out. Like the person in the car screaming. And I think that they're not coming from love. They're coming from a very solid place of false self, which is the ego. Me, 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 me. If those people would like that to stop happening, they have to start looking from the other side. How does that look from the other side? How does it look from the people working? Are they doing their best? It may not be what you think is the best, but are they doing their personal best with whatever circumstances they have? That's a loving way of looking at that situation. So, raising your vibration is so important for so many things. Not only to complete a soul awakening, you need to do that. But here's the other thing. I watch a lot of YouTube channels with ghost shows, videos. Okay, it's a little bit of my like hobby, and it interests me to see where these dark shadows are coming up. Dark shadow people, they are real. Dark shadow people. They come from a different dimension, a lower dimension. So the shadow people can only be seen and only affect through fear the people who match their vibration. So that means all of the people that are seeing these things have very low vibration. So the shadow people can come up a little bit and match the vibration, and that's when they're seen. And I'll tell you a story about my family in a minute because we have a personal experience with this. When we raise our vibration, these dark entities, these black shadow people, they want nothing to do with this higher end of the spectrum for vibration because it scares them. They think if they get too close to us, we're going to like infect them with goodness, infect them with love. And that scares them. So they will never come near anybody who has a high vibration. So one night I had come home from Gettysburg with my daughter, which is another story I'll tell later. And my husband and I started arguing that night. And all of a sudden, I heard my daughter start screaming up in the stairs in the bedroom. And when I walk up, she's under a laundry basket, just terrified. She's about 9, 10 at this point. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she said, "There was a man. He was all black and he had orange eyes and he was just standing there watching me." And I immediately thought back to about 2 weeks before that, when my oldest son, who's 2 years older than my daughter, came in, stood over me in the middle of the night. He stood next to me drinking a cup of water in the middle of the night, and he goes, "Mama." And I look up, and he said, "There's a ghost in the hallway." Just like that. "There's a ghost in the hallway." And I was said, "Are you dreaming?" "No, there's a ghost in the hallway." I mean, there was no fear, nothing. And I said, "All right, well, go get your stuff. You can sleep on the floor." And he just looked at me and went, and I knew he was terrified. And to this day, I'm still upset with myself that I didn't walk out in that hallway to find out what was in there. But after my daughter had the experience, I had them both draw what they saw, and it matched. It was the hat man, the guy with the hat, the orange eyes. Um, and our family state at that point was not good. I mean, we were struggling to be a happy family at that point. And that was the single moment when I realized, oof, fly. That was the single moment when I realized that I need to do something in order to improve my family's happiness and improve our own vibrations. Um, what I chose to do in order to better my family's experience in life is to raise my own vibration. If you look at the series Chance to Be Happy that I have posted, you'll see that my life has not been easy or simple, and I was very much living in a negative vibration. So, to turn my family's happiness and their vibration around, it started with me having to change the way that I viewed myself inside and I viewed the world. We just have to come from love and love each other.